This is MBC exclusive, and my name is Blessings Chileuka. In this edition, I'm having a conversation with the General Secretary for the Secondary School Teachers Union, SESTU, Mr. Druwen Frank Moyo. And my name is Blessings Chileuka. Glad you could join us. Mr. Moyo, welcome to MBC exclusive.
Thank you.
Now, being the General Secretary, I assume you are also the teacher.
Yes.
Where are you teaching?
I'm a teacher at the Chitipa Secondary School.
Chitipa Secondary School.
In the north. Yes, that's where I'm teaching.
What are your fields? Humanities, sciences?
My area of specialization is languages. So that's English and Chichewa.
Now, coming back to this union, can you tell us more about it?
Okay.
In terms of its background, when was it started, and your commandate?
Okay, in around 2006, a group of concerned secondary school teachers felt that secondary school teachers as well as learners were being sidelined when it comes to their welfare representation at the in the then.
These are government secondary school teachers.
Yeah, I'm talking about government secondary school teachers. So they felt sidelined in union issues. And what they did was to sit down and they had to sit down and set up this so-called secondary school teachers union. But it wasn't yet established, registered. So the union got registered finally in April 2021. Yeah, there were so many reasons that led to its failure to get registered between 2006 to 2021. But when it came to 2021, it had won a lot of hearts from the secondary school sector. So, and because people were more organized this time around, that's why it was now very much easier to get registered. So finally, indeed, we got registered in April 2021.
You are specifically looking at the welfare of secondary school teachers.
Our union is specifically looking at the welfare of secondary school teachers. Not only teachers. You will agree with me that we can have no teacher when there is no learner. So it is both teachers as well as learners, because teaching and learning, they are inseparable. These two things, they go hand in hand.
Now, talking about the welfare of teachers, secondary school teachers, government secondary school teachers, to be more specific, there have been issues. You've been so quiet, you haven't been vocal on the ground, and I believe a lot of people are getting this information for the first time. Why has this been the case?
We're talking about getting registered in 2021. And if you are to count the number of years from 2021 up to date, it's something like 3. But along the way, a lot of developments have happened. And I'm very much ready to share with you and the people out there, a lot of them. So as we go along, I'll be able to share with you a lot of developments, achievements that we have so far encountered. We have not been quiet, that is not true. We have been vocal in the sense that we have been, what I would say, we have been setting up relationships with the different partners. For you to operate well as a union, to be successful, you need partners. You cannot work in isolation. So we have been setting up a relationship with different partners, both in the public sector as well as in the private sector, the civil society. There is a relationship with us, with two Malawi Congress of Trade Union. These are of government institutions, DHRMD, what to interact with them, MANEB, MIE, CSEC. So for us to work, we need other players. So this is what we've been doing. As for achievements, at a later time, I'll do that one. I'll give you a long list of achievements that we have so far registered.
Are the teachers, secondary school teachers, government secondary school teachers themselves aware of the existence of this union?
They are aware. That's why I want to tell people out there, what is the population of the membership? How big is the membership as of now? This time, there are about 3,661 uploaded members. Those that are already uploaded in the system. If you go to DHRMD, the membership that you are going to find, this is it. And again, at the same time, we have some other members, about 400 plus, who have not yet been uploaded into the system. So if you look at what I'm giving you, 4,000, these are people.
And you're comfortable
with that? They have the rights to be represented.
You are comfortable with that, looking at the total number of government secondary school teachers, and you're having slightly over 3,000 people, or close to 4,000.
Not 3,000, talk of 4,000.
4,000.
And by the way, when you go to qualified secondary school teachers, we are around, before the recruitment, we are around 10 to 11,000. Somewhere there. And if you look at our figures, then it means we had already hit not less than 40% of the population of qualified teachers in the secondary school.
What is your target?
Our target is to, one of the objectives that we have is to unite all the secondary school teachers. So in short, our aim is to take on board everyone, because we believe we have the capacity to competently represent the secondary school sub-sector.
Now, currently, we have Teachers Union of Malawi, TUM, and here you are talking about the Secondary School Teachers Union. What's the difference?
Oh, talking of difference, I think on this one I have to talk a little about TUM. Teachers Union of Malawi was born around 1945.
Okay.
Then the population of teachers, the population of Malawi, the population of learners was not as big as it is now. So the changes that have been taking place along the way have affected a lot of changes as well in terms of unionism, as well as the government systems also have changed. I'll give you these examples. One, previously we had the technical colleges. Do you know that technical colleges were also under Ministry of Education? While they were under Ministry of Education, do you know that then Teachers Union of Malawi had the following sectors? The primary schools were there, secondary schools, TDCs, and technical colleges. But when the government detached technical colleges and they came under vocational training, this time they are attached to Ministry of Labor. So that change in the government system allowed the technical colleges now to break away from Ministry of Education. As I speak, technical colleges are no longer under TUM. They are this other side. Why? The changes. So what we are saying here is our birth did not just come by, they say, we are ill-minded, but we're looking at the changes happening in the government. The first change that I've talked about is that about technical colleges. Along the way, what happened was the government had also introduced the Directorate of Secondary Education. This change also, it meant that the government was trying to change, to push special focus on this particular area of the Director of Secondary Schools. So the Director of Secondary School, the establishment of the Director of Secondary School made us realize that the issues that were there were a little different from the issues that were from there in the Directorate of Basic Education. So this change also made it possible for us to start revising at how we're getting represented. So we felt it imperative as well that we come up with a union that can focus on our common issues in the secondary school subsector. As I am speaking right now, for your information, there is another union that has just been born. And this is to do with the teachers training colleges. Why? People are looking at the changes that are happening. So
by doing this, don't you think you are diluting the value of solidarity within the unionism?
It's not really diluting. This time it is when we're going to become much stronger than ever before. I'll give you an example. When the University of Malawi was getting established, there was only one union for them. But with time, constituent colleges started getting established. Bunda College, Chancellor College, or that other side, Polytechnic. Later, in these constituent colleges, they also started setting up their own unions. That did not destroy them, but that made them much stronger. Because the issues that are in primary school, the issues that are in secondary school, those that are in the TTCs are different, they are unique. So even the career paths, this time the government has set career paths for secondary school. They have their own, as well as primary school, they have got their own. So we don't feel this is a mistake. And for your information, maybe let me add again on this one. When it comes to recruitment, as well as promotion, which are very sensitive issues when in as far as unionism is concerned, there is Teachers Service Commission, which previously could recruit as well as promote every teacher. But this time around, because of decentralization, the change that has happened in the government, decentralization has affected this. The act, this is the 2001 Act of Teachers Service Commission Act. Their focus now, you see, they're only focusing much on secondary school, Teachers Training College, Narikole College, Domas College, and the other administrative positions in the Ministry of Education. And there is this other act, Local Government Service Commission Act, 1998. The government is using this one now to recruit the teachers in the primary secondary school. That's why you hear that primary schools are under councils. So you will see when it comes to even disciplining, Teachers Service Commission will discipline us. But when it comes to primary school, it is the local councils, the Local Service Commission Act 1998, which is being used to handle issues.
In a nutshell, you are trying to put forward a point that you are not a breakaway faction from...
We are not a breakaway faction. People out there is this misconception. Get clarified. The changes that are happening in the government will automatically affect how unions operate this other side. So our bet is trying to align with the changes taking place.
All right. In case you're just joining us, this is MBC exclusive, and I'm having a conversation with the General Secretary for the Secondary School Teachers Union, Mr. Druwen Frank Moyo. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back. This is MBC exclusive, and my guest in this edition is Mr. Druwen Frank Moyo. He's from Chitipa, but is here in his capacity as the General Secretary for the Secondary School Teachers Union. Welcome back, Mr. Moyo. Now, government recently established Teachers Council as a union. What is your reaction? Is this of importance?
Okay, thank you. You will agree with me that this time around we have what we call Vision 2063. And for us to get to achieve Vision 2063, there must be a vehicle that has to take us to that end. And the vehicle that we have to use is education. And there is this Act 2013 Education Act. It is the one that provides for the establishment of Teachers Council. So as SESTU, we welcome Teachers Council. Teachers Council, by law, it is a requirement. There is no one who can say no to it. All of us, we have to embrace it. And why do we accept it? It has come at the right time because of late we have been hearing a lot of chaos in the schools. So it has come to sanitize the teaching profession. Sanitize, that is, how would this sanity come in? It is standing on what I might call the Teachers' Code of Conduct. So the Teachers' Code of Conduct will assist the Teachers' Council as well as some other regulations that are there to sanitize the profession. So to us, yeah, it's a welcome move. And not only that, it is going to offer licenses. So by issuing licenses, it means only bona fide professional teachers are the ones who are going to be taken on board. That is both in public as well as private sector. So only those who are bona fide. Previously, what used to happen is a person just like you, another person could become a teacher. That was not fair because people were lobbying off the opportunity for those who are bona fide teachers. So people have been failing to get employed, while some other people have been broken their way. In other words, those who don't qualify will be swept out. So this is the cleansing that we're talking about. People will access the job.
Talking about the 2063 development blueprint you just mentioned, I don't know, teachers are playing a very critical role because there is an aspect of human capital development within the 2063 agenda. As a union, what role are you going to play to make sure that teachers in general contribute positively to the attainment of this vision?
Okay, for teachers to competently assist in attaining that, that's why we are there. If it were not for that, wouldn't have been there. So the birth of teachers, secondary school teachers union, is to assist this secondary school teacher to acquire what he deserves or what he deserves. There are so many shortfalls. One, you see, if we were to compare teaching versus other jobs, you see, when it comes to incentives, it is not so much appetizing. So, as a union, we are happy that Teachers Council has come, because now that we are going to be treated as a profession, it means there are some other rights that we are going to be claiming now. There are issues like professional allowance. We shall stand on our feet, remind the duty bearers, we deserve professional allowance. The issues, for example, housing allowance, we shall stand on our feet, remind the duty bearer that this is what we deserve to have. So not only that, we'll be talking of recruitment. The people who have been unemployed, jobless, we remind the government. We have a lot of spaces. The pupil-teacher ratio is not okay. I will tell you of what happened in the 2021. If you go to the EMIS forms of 2021, going by that, you will see the pupil-teacher ratio when it comes to qualified teacher, that is humanities. The average was 1 qualified teacher to 200 learners. This is unfair. And when it comes to chemistry, yes, it was something like 1 to 1,600. So we are going to remind the duty bearers, the teacher-pupil ratio is not okay here. We need not too many learners. For learners to ably acquire what we teach, the ratio has to be reduced. So we need at least the government to be employing and to be recruiting almost each and every year teachers, as well as promoting. We are happy that what the government has just done is a very big plus and a big hand for the government. That has been very excellent. Why? We're saying for the first time, we are having all these numbers. That's very excellent. But as it is setting the precedence, it is our expectation that the government will continue with this. Not only this year, every year they have to be taking on board teachers. They should be promoting teachers, because so many teachers out there, some have overstayed on 1 grade. That is not on. And we have head teachers and deputy head teachers. As secondary school teachers, we will have to stress here, there must be something on the heads, on the deputies. These are the people who are assisting in the implementation of the policies. So we'll begin with the government. We'll lobby with the government so that something is attached to this. And of late, some other head teachers and the deputy head teachers have been left out. We're at Capitol Hill, we met the minister. We're happy to announce to everyone that the minister has already at least given us a go-ahead to, we have to go with these other issues there at Capitol Hill.
So you've been engaging authorities?
We have been engaging the authorities, and this is not the first time. The first time we went there, it was in 2022, And the then Secretary of Education, Madam Chikondano Musa, we have to appreciate what she did.
You said you have been vocal in the other way around. Now, I want to understand, if you were to be asked to bring the fruit of this organization on the table, what are some of the achievements you can show off to say this is what we have as an association or rather as a union so far?
Okay, deliberately, what we believe in as SESTU is evidence-based approach.
You came prepared, I see.
I have these two documents. So whatever we're telling people out there, they must know there is something. I will tell you and everyone out there, there is one most outstanding achievement for us. The teachers, the secondary school teachers out there have a mouthpiece that is ready to competently represent them. Okay, this was on 24 April 2022. We are at the office of Secretary for Education. She was not alone. She had the directors on the other side. Our team was also here. Now, what happened there? There were several other issues. One of the issues that we brought onto this table was that of overstaying on one grade of grade teachers with a grade I. We complained that there were so many, and the government promised, the government team promised.
And when was that again?
It was on 22 April 2020, 24 April 2022.
And a year after your formation?
Just a year after our formation. We did present this grievance. And Madam said, no problem, we have taken note of that. And we're talking of overstaying of teachers on grade I. Overcrowding of teachers on grade I. There was a promise that teachers, there would be special consideration of this one. And what has just happened, if we are to check what has just happened, you are going to see, we produced a letter, that is 20 February 2024, recognizing what the government has done as regards recruitment and promotion. And what the government has done is to recruit 3,997 teachers. That is from, and not recruiting, promoting those who were overcrowded on this grade. 3,997 teachers from there to grade H, in line with the request that we had presented. Is this not worth appreciating?
You think so? Are the teachers satisfied? The teachers you claim to be representing?
Okay, teachers out there, when we're talking about promotion using the substantive approach, it may not take on board everyone. So we are happy this has happened. But that's why we have said we have brought with us this basket. We are taking it to Capitol Hill. And we are happy. The door is wide open for us as a union. Those who have overstayed, yes, that's those who have overstayed, what been talking about the heads, the deputies, those who have the self-upgrading teachers, those on the special need education, even the inspectors. There is something, we already sent something, but we are still applauding this basket. We're putting in a lot of information. We'll be going back to Capitol Hill so that we present our grievances.
You have given us one achievement. Is that all from 2021 up to now?
Not only that one. We have a lot of achievements. We're talking of stagnation on one grade.
That was grade I.
I was talking of I. I will talk now of stagnation on one grade. If people were stagnant, they could not move. What has just happened is a plus again. So stagnation on one grade, even other grades have been attended to. Grade G, for your information, how many have moved? 500 plus 300 have been moved to grade G. That is also another big plus. Another thing is that you will agree with me that so many secondary schools have mushroomed, and these new secondary schools require teachers. And what the government has done is to recruit grade J and grade I teachers.
I want to get this clear. You have advocated for evidence-based approach. Are you trying to say no to strikes and industrial action?
No. When you go to, teachers, I mean, secondary school teachers union is a product of Labor Relations Act 1996. There is a provision there about strikes, industrial action, how you are supposed to handle that. But you will agree with me. We need approaches that are sober. You need to exhaust all the approaches before we go to industrial action. So we believe if we are to be successful in our approach, we have to exhaust, to contact and dialogue has to be given a chance first before we go to industrial actions. So we're not saying no to industrial actions. It's there. But what we're saying is we have to exhaust these other approaches before we go to the last result.
Your final comment.
Our final comment is that teachers out there, we are happy we have come, and this union is for you. It is for you, secondary school teachers, the new recruits. It is for you, those who are coming from primary school, after upgrading, you are there. It is for you, head teachers, deputy head teachers. It is for you, special need teachers. It is for you, our inspectors there. All of you, let's join this. You know, when we have a voice, we're lucky. Our DMs there, welcome the teachers, the district representatives. Our EDMs, welcome these people there. The heads, the deputies, welcome them. We love you. Thank you, SESTU. Viva SESTU!
Mr. Druwen Frank Moyo, I appreciate.
Okay.
Thank you for coming to MBC Exclusive.
Thank you very much.
On that note, we conclude this edition of MBC Exclusive. My guest was General Secretary for the Secondary School Teachers Union, Mr. Druwen Frank Moyo. And I'm Blessings Chileuka. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.